Happy holidays! We are nearing the holiday season again, which means it's time to find gifts for our loved ones. I love looking for gifts, but I know it's not easy for everyone, especially if one doesn't share the same interests as the intended gift recipient. And that is why, this year again, Denise, Karia, Sadie and I have put together videos showcasing suggestions for your artist friends and relatives. I'm focusing on things that are available to Canadians, whether in local shops or in online shops that ship here at a good rate. Here are my 10 suggestions for this year. The first category is the frugal gifts, items that are under $25. I'm starting with a nice, simple set of synthetic hair brushes. These are the Pro Arte Polar brushes. They are great brushes for beginners. They work well with watercolor and aren't expensive at all. So it's not the end of the world if they are accidentally ruined. I have quite a bunch of them in all sorts of state. Some have their paints peeling off, possibly because I forgot them in water once or twice. I really don't mind if I mess up these, so it's great to have them handy for all sorts of studio usages, like using gesso, watercolor ground, inks, acrylics, etc. This specific set is available from Jackson's. Second item in this category is another range of brushes. These are higher quality than the Polar ones, and still feature synthetic hair. They are the Glacier range from Princeton. Locally, I can get them from Kama Pigments, which is one of my favorite stores. They come in many shapes. The brushes are versatile, good for watercolor and gouache. I love the handle, especially the angled end. It's super useful to press in painter's tape overlaps, which is something I'm dealing with on almost all my paintings. The third item in this category is a specific selection of Van Gogh watercolor paints. One of their latest releases featured Dusk colors. They are unique to this brand so far and are basically a mix of a very granulating black pigment and a vivid transparent pigment. Those mixes make for super moody, very textured colors that are just fascinating. The colors are Dusk Yellow, Dusk Green, Dusk Pink, and Dusk Violet. Van Gogh paints are affordable and a nice quality. My suggestion here is to get the 4 Dusk colors and the black paint featuring the granulating black pigment, Oxide Black. I've tried 2 of the colors myself in the Pinks and Violets set from Van Gogh. I really love them. I also found some nice swatches on a Russian website, which also features super nice mixes of the 4 colors to expand the options available. The second category is the mid-range price tier, with gifts between $25 and $75. The first item is another range of brushes. This time it's the Casaneo range by Vinci. These are also synthetic hair, as were the 2 previous brushes suggestions. However, these are meant to mimic squirrel hair, so they hold on to more water. Jackson's has a very nice set on their website, with 2 round brushes in size 4 and 8, and a flat brush in size 8. It's a really nice selection, very useful. I personally have a random assortment of Casaneo brushes, and I use the round tip and the slanted edge the most. I like the round because it keeps a better point when wet, and I love the slanted edge to paint in larger areas. The pointy tip is perfect for small spaces, and the broad strokes fill in space fast. I have the slanted edge in size 10, but there's also a size 14. The second suggestion here is any number of pans from Roman Szmal. I really don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. These are freshly available to Jackson's and feature an astounding number of colors at a very affordable price. Pick your favorite colors, pick their favorite colors, they are all gorgeous. I'm so glad that these are available at Jackson's. They are made by Roman himself and come in full pans. I have a few colors that were graciously sent to me by Malvina, a fellow artist from Poland, before they became available more widely. The color range is very complete, which is a real joy for any watercolorist. My third item is the basic set of watercolors from M.Graham. It has permanent alizarin crimson, sap green, ultramarine blue, azo yellow, and burnt sienna. This is a nice selection upon which to build a palette. M.Graham paints are easy to re-wet, super vibrant, and made by a small team of artists in the US. They also have a cat on staff, just saying. I particularly love their ultramarine blue and burnt sienna in this set, as they are strong colors and mix into a neutral really well. If your intended gift recipient is not a beginner, then I'd suggest taking a look at the other sets M.Graham offers. They have many themed, inspiring selections available as well. We are moving on to the third category, the all-out gifts, or gifts over $75. The first suggestion here is brushes, again. Lots of brushes this year. Trekell, brush maker in the US, has some pretty nifty sets available. They have beginner sets, they have artist-themed sets, and they also have brushes sold individually. They have many synthetic hair options that are very interesting. The brushes are super nicely made, they keep a good point. I have 2 sets from them and a few random brushes. I really love the personality that the artist-themed sets bring to the brushes. I quite enjoy reaching out for a pink or orange brush, and they perform super well. My second suggestion is one of my all-time favorites. I'll probably have it here every year. It's the set of 24 Halfpans from Schmincke. This set is versatile. The paints are reliable and amazing quality. Schmincke has a great ultramarine blue in their Ultramarine Finest, which is included in this set. This set is my go-to set for all illustration needs, as I feel I can get whatever I want from these colors. I don't use all the colors equally, but I know when grabbing this set that I can tackle anything. Personally, I squeezed in 2 more pans, a dioxazine purple and a cobalt teal, as they are colors I use often and they weren't originally in this set. The third item here doesn't stray very far from the previous one, as it's another set from Schmincke. This one is new to this holiday season. It features 12 full pans and a brush in a beautiful oak box. The color selection is unique and it features many of my personal favorites. There's also a yellow gold shimmer pan in there, which is a gold color from the special edition shimmer set they released not too long ago. These specific shimmer colors are not sold separately. you cannot get them open stock as far as I know. Every year, we include an over-the-top item, something that is incredibly awesome, but also very expensive. This year, I've chosen a new set from Schmincke. It looks like the big brother of the previous set I've mentioned. It also features a nice oak box, but this one has the Schmincke logo in silver tone on the lid. Inside, one finds 50 Halfpans in a tray, one large porcelain palette, two small porcelain palettes, and a Da Vinci squirrel hairbrush. This is a treasure of a paint palette, in my opinion. So that's it for this year. I encourage you to go check out Denise's, Karia's, and Sadie's videos. I'll have links in the description below. Have a great time during the holidays this year and take care. Bye bye.